Peter Obi on the ballot will definitely cause problems in some states for the ruling party.
Oh, okay.
Definitely. They will be happy for him not to be on the ballot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, because the support for him is organic in a section of Nigeria.
Especially in the southeast.
Yes, it's organic. There's nothing you can tell. Some of them were saying even if he joins NAFDAC, they will go with him. Wherever he goes, that is where they go. You know, so what can you say about such people? You can't even some of the things that we know that he does, like moving from party to, he has changed parties 3 times in 6 months. If we bring it up with some people, they will still defend him. so he has that strong support base amongst young people.
Absolutely.
They believe that all Nigerian politicians are thieves, except Peter Obi. You know, maybe it's Spartan lifestyle. I know they spend shishi. All of those things, shishi. They are happy to hear. There's no politician that doesn't spend shishi.
All right, gentlemen, it's a fine place.
You see him in the airport alone, carrying his bags. I think they like such things. Meanwhile, the man is a billionaire.
Can someone please make this make sense to me, because I don't get it anymore? Why all the attention is channeled towards Peter Obi? All the opposition, those that do not like him, APC, ADC, they are all attacking just one man, Peter Obi. Peter Obi is not the president of Nigeria. Peter Obi is not the vice president of Nigeria. He is not in charge of anything in Nigeria. He's not in charge of the armed forces. He's not in charge of the judiciary or INEC or anything that has to do with the government in Nigeria. Currently, Peter Obi is not in charge. Tinubu is in charge. Peter Obi is just a man aspiring to be the president of Nigeria, contesting to be the president of Nigeria. He's not the president yet. But yet, anything that goes wrong in the country, they would want to attach it to Peter Obi. They are attacking anyone, it's Peter Obi. Peter Obi is not good. Peter Obi is this. Peter Obi is that. But when you go to the time he was the governor of Anambra State, what this guy did, what he achieved, is in the record, it's in the archive. Go and do your research and find out what he did during his time as a governor of Anambra State. Peter Obi was one of the best governors Anambra State has produced so far. His record speaks for him. So you can go and do your research. And I don't understand why all the attacks are channeled toward Peter Obi. Peter Obi this. Senator Koko will come to live interview. He will spend 45 minutes talking about Peter Obi. Daniel Bwala, Peter Obi. Dele Momodu, Peter Obi. Dino Melane, Peter Obi. Anyone that wants to talk, not to talk about APC camp, not to talk about APC spokesmen, they are all attacking Peter Obi. Only one man. Why do you think they are all attacking Peter Obi? Because they are restless. They are feeling guilty of what they did in 2023. They knew he won the election. They knew very well that he won that election in a landslide, the election that they stole from him. And that has been troubling them since 2023 till date. They've not had rest. They've not had that inner peace of mind till today. Many of them are feeling guilty. Only they cannot come out and say it openly. But behind closed doors, they are feeling it. They are feeling guilty of what they did to Peter Obi. And that is eating them up. And that's why you see the attacks. They are looking for ways to discourage him from aspiring to be the president of Nigeria. They are looking for ways to discredit him, to tarnish his image, to spoil him to people, to demarket him. Nothing they have not tried. Nothing they have not tried to demarket Peter Obi, to spoil his name. Yet, they are not succeeding. They've seen that the more they tried to spoil his name, the more they tried to demarket him, the more people are gravitated towards Peter Obi. Peter Obi is like a magnet. The more you put the people away, the more the people want to magnet to him. That's how he is. The one that carried the grace, you can never quench the light of that person. The one that God has blessed, there's nothing you can do to spoil it, except God will decide to say no. That's why you can see that with everything they are trying to do, Peter Obi is getting more popular by the day. And they cannot understand why. That is because there's a special grace on Peter Obi. And they also knew that he won that 2023 election that they stole from him. The one they snatched, they grabbed and ran away with. They knew that he won it. And they have been restless since 2023 till date. And they are afraid. The only person that Tinubu is afraid of is Peter Obi. Tinubu is terrified of Peter Obi. They knew what they did and they have been restless since then. till date, and they will continue to be restless until they do the right thing.
It is actually quite interesting that those who started the story of Obi has no structure are the ones who are the most scared of Obi's candidacy today. Yes, it does not have the kind of structure, because when they are talking about structure, they are talking about their MC mushroom picking, the MC Oluomos of this world, those who carry guns and begin to go around to steal ballot papers and strong gun people. He probably, he is famous for saying he's not giving shishi. So when you have a politician coming out to say, I know they give shishi, it is very easy for them to say he does not have structure. But it's very interesting that the same Obi who does not have structure is the one on behalf of whom you are having spontaneous rallies across the length and breadth of Nigeria, self-financed by those who are trooping out in their numbers for him. If you have 10 people trooping out for Emilokon or Atiku, it will be because they have bought at least 8 of them at a minimum. So they must look beyond tribe. They must look beyond religion. They must find the common purposes. And when you look across Nigeria, you find quickly that the same things that afflicts the Fulani afflicts the Igbo, it afflicts the Ijaw, it afflicts the Yoruba, it afflicts the people of the Efik, the Edo. There is a community of suffering that has come to unite Nigerians like never before. Once upon a time, it used to be that when your kinsman is the president, you gain some level of succor, or so they used to think. But now, you have a situation where suffering has been sufficiently democratized in Nigeria. So yes, we still have a lot of work to do. We still need to engage with our people, especially those who have the capacity to reach out to them. The young people, they must talk to their folks. They must go back to their peers. But we are better today than where we were in 2019. In 2019, in 2015, 2011, and the past elections, primordial sentiments went a long way in guiding the choices that people made. I am sure you still have elements of that working this time around, but it is not the same any longer. Nigerians have been sufficiently traumatized that I believe they have learned a lot more than they used to. So we would have situations where a few will still vote based on is my tribesman or we're from the same religious background, but the opportunities that exist for a turnaround are much better than they have ever been. Yes, we have work to do and we should. It is actually quite interesting that those who started the story of Obi has no structure are the ones who are the most scared of Obi's candidacy today. Yes, it does not have the kind of structure, because when they are talking about structure, they are talking about their MC mushroom picking, the MC Oluomos of this world, those who carry guns and begin to go around to steal ballot papers and strong gun people. He probably, he is famous for saying he's not giving shishi. So when you have a politician coming out to say, I know they give shishi, it is very easy for them to say he does not have structure. But it's very interesting that the same Obi who does not have structure is the one on behalf of whom you're having spontaneous rallies across the length and breadth of Nigeria, self-financed by those who are trooping out in their numbers for him. If you have 10 people trooping out for Emilokon or Atiku, it will be because they have bought at least 8 of them at a minimum. So when we're talking structures, let's be careful that perhaps this is time when Nigeria will learn that structure is only ever about the people. The people have always been discounted in Nigeria. Our opinions have never really mattered to the rulers or ruiners of Nigeria. But for once, as I said before, this is a leadership recruitment process. I have no doubt in my mind that Obi has caught the imagination of young Nigerians. I said in one intervention recently that Nigeria has become a very hopeless place. The nature of human spirit is that we must have hope in our spirits for us to get up in the morning and be able to face the day and to believe that the day will be better than the one we lived yesterday. What Obi has done, and I believe it's not really him, it is us who are investing our hopes in him. But we have invested our hope in a man who appears to be different from the norm, who also has a track record of having worked in the state and demonstrably living the state better than he met it. When you see all of that in the midst of the despondency that has become the lot of Nigerians, what you find is that we've all latched on to the hope that he might somehow take us to a better place. That hope that he might take us to a better place has informed the level of unprecedented mass support that the man is enjoying. I don't expect that the traditional enemies of the Nigerian peoples would fold their hands. They would, of course, bring the kind of slander and the lies and the hyperboles and everything, but it is up to those of us who believe in the hope carried by Peter Obi to go out there, convince the others who might still be skeptical, convince those who have given up hope in the Nigerian process. Because if you look at the last election, out of a voting population of, I believe, 86 million or thereabout, I know it's above 80, 81 million, I was told. You had only 27 million people voting. That is suggestive of a people who have given up on a system. But in that same system where people have given up hope, you are now seeing a renewal of hope, which has led to spontaneous outbursts all over the country where people are rallying in support of a candidate who is not giving shishi. That is suggestive of the fact that there is something new about to happen. The Nigerian state has a young population. The bulk of the voters in Nigeria today, they might not all be on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, but a bulk of them are sufficiently educated and are involved in this process.
If Tinubu thinks that maybe he's going to have a fight with the party, you are going to have a war with Nigerians. How can two people be coming out for an election? I know there are many candidates, but the major candidate now is Peter Obi and the so-called president that is hungry and power, drunk. You have one that is just coming out personally, not buying anything for anybody. Everybody is clamoring for that person. Majority of Nigerians, 70% of Nigerians are ready to vote Peter Obi. Peter Obi has never bought rice for anybody. But you have another one that is buying rice, buying buses, giving cash, doing all those things. If you want to assess them, who will perform for you better as a Nigerian? Because we have normalized people giving us something before we work for them. It is so disheartening, Nigerians, that they can even call 2,000 naira for people to line up, and they will use drone and snap people that they gathered crowd in so and so place. It is a shame, Nigerians. I don't even understand if we are cattle in this country. We have never showed true aggression to these people. We have never showed them how will they bring 1,000 naira. People will line up. They will snap people and use you to push propaganda that they are gathering crowd, showing the international community that Tinubu has fans. Tinubu has no supporter, if not all those people that are lopsided in their stomach, eating the funds of the country. You want everybody to be silent. You want to be arresting everybody with the DSS because you have the power. Arrest all of us because we don't care anymore. We don't care. 86 people there inside bush now. 40 from Borno or your state, 46 people. What are we going to do as a country? We should keep our mouth shut because we have a Yoruba tribalist. I don't tell Nigerians say the next coming election we have already assessed them. One is giving you money to rule you. We are sending somebody out to represent us. Look at how presentable our president is. Because I see Peter Obi as the next president. Nothing can stop it. Nigerians are there to put him there. If Tinubu thinks that maybe he's going to have a fight with the party, you are going to have a war with Nigerians. We are tired. We are tired of hearing my brother is in the bush, ransom, sickness, nobody to cure you, like hunger, poverty. Today you go to the petrol station, money has added. You go to gas station, money has, like nothing. No price is regulated in Nigeria. The only thing that is regulated is the loan you people are borrowing. Is the rice you people are buying. That is the consistency. Buying rice and palliative for the people, as if that is what we are going to eat for the next 4 years. No plan for the future generation. Our population is growing. No plans to provide food in the future. And you are waiting for us to stay with this unscrupulous government. We are going nowhere with you, Tinubu.
Check this out. Peter Obi is not in government today. He's not controlling the police. He's not controlling the army. He's not sharing appointments. He's not distributing billions. Yet somehow, every conversation leads back to him. The ruling party attacks him. The opposition attacks him. Political analysts attack him. Even people who claim he's finished never stop mentioning his name. Why? Because there's something he has that many of them cannot buy, cannot steal, and cannot manufacture. And that thing is genuine connection with ordinary people. There is something I've noticed about life and politics. When you are truly different, people become more comfortable with your existence. You see, when a man becomes a symbol of hope, the establishment become nervous, not because of what he's doing physically, but because of what he represents mentally. Peter Obi represents disruption. He represents the possibility that politics may no longer be business as usual. And that scares people who have benefited from the old system for decades. That is why they try to frustrate him. That is why every statement he makes becomes a national debate. That is why people who pretend not to care about him still wake up every morning talking about him. Have you noticed something? Some politicians are in power, yet nobody discusses them. Nobody feels threatened by them. Nobody loses sleep over them. But a man outside government is shaking the political structure. That tells you something. Sometimes in life, when everybody is attacking one person, pause and ask yourself, what does this person carry that others don't have? Because people don't fight irrelevance, they fight influence. And sometimes, the more they try to silence a movement, the stronger the movement becomes. But let me also say this, no politician is a messiah. Citizens must never worship politicians blindly. A movement should always be bigger than one man. However, whether people like Peter Obi or not, one thing is obvious. He changed political conversation in Nigeria. He made young people believe that their voice mattered. Once people begin to believe they matter, that is the beginning of every political revolution. History has shown us something. Systems often resist people who challenge the normal way of doing things. Not because those people are perfect, but because they threaten comfort zones. So the real question is not whether Peter Obi is perfect. The real question is, why are so many powerful people uncomfortable with one man who is not even in office? Think about that. And Nigerians, whether you support him or not, never stop asking questions. Never stop demanding accountability. And never allow politics to become tribal hatred or blind loyalty. Because in the end, the real revolution is not about one politician. The real revolution is when people finally wake up.
Peter Obi, we love you in advance because we know see anything will make you enter as the president of Nigeria. Nigeria will be okay. Nigeria will be okay. We know that. I know see now you go give Nigerians good road. I know say now you will create jobs for the youth so that they will stop doing illegal things just to survive. I know say now you then go give hospitals light, because as I'm talking to you right now, General Hospital, Federal Hospital, they don't get lights. So Peter Obi, you are the one that will transform Nigeria. We know that, all of us, even the people who hate you, Peter Obi, they know say now you will elevate this country. They know say now you get the vision to change Nigeria, but because of that wickedness to continue to impoverish this country, to enslave us, now why they fight you, Peter Obi? But our plan no go work. We will be Nigerians. We support you. We are beside you. We are under you. We are everything. We are not under you. You understand? Because if you see enter there, we put you for that position. You not do it, we send make you do. We will kick you out. Yes. Nigerians, support one person. Come together. Push that person. If that person lose God, we bring that person down.
Good day to our viewers all over the world and welcome back to Local Journal. The opposition and the ruling party, they are rattled because Peter Obi is going to be on the ballot. He is the only person that is being feared by both the opposition and the ruling party. Why? Because the ruling party knows what actually happened in the 2023 general election, and they know the performance Peter Obi put forward in that election. Many Nigerians are of the belief, including myself, that he won that election, but he was rigged out. If not, tell me why every attention is on Peter Obi. We all know that the support and his support base is organic. He doesn't go about sharing money or inducing voters or electorates to vote for him. He has always been an honest man, and he's a man of honesty, and that's one of the reasons why Nigeria likes him very much. He's someone who is very simple, and he is not flamboyant. He's a billionaire, a very wealthy man, but he's someone that believes in the little he has, and he believes in trying to kind of uplift people from poverty via managing your resources the proper way you need and ought to manage it. He's someone that is against wastage, just like this current government and our successive governments have been doing, and that's the reason why he's vying for this position of the president so as to fix this country. This man is a billionaire, and he need not even like become the president to do whatever he wants to do, or maybe for himself or for his family. He doesn't need that position. Of course, we know that when the righteous are on the throne, everybody rejoices, and that's the reason why Nigerians came behind him and are saying that he is the man for the job and he is the one that they want. Look at how rattled the APC is. The APC who felt like and who were saying that P2B is the social media president, or maybe he's popular on just the social media. Why is it that a candidate that is only popular on social media platform is rattling you guys? Why is it that you people are doing everything to ensure that he's not on the ballot come 2027? That's actually because you know something that the masses doesn't know. And what's it that you know that the masses doesn't know? The major top cities in Nigeria, from the southern part including Abuja, he won it. He won Lagos, he won Abuja, and he won Port Harcourt, even though he was rigged out. And he won so many places in the north. And we all know he won several places in the north central. He dusted APC, the ruling party, and he did all sort of wonders that nobody even expected. He was underrated, and people trolled him and was like he was not going to garner any vote. Even the way they are underrating him currently might not be as much as the way it was in 2020 or prior before 2023 election. However, they still believe that he doesn't pull much weight, and that's for the deluded people who are supporting the APC. But the APC heavyweights and President Tinubu himself knows that P2B is one of the greatest opposition in this country, and he's the most he's the only candidate he's scared of. He's not scared of Atiku, and he's not scared of other presidential aspirants. The only person he's scared of is P2B. And from this video, you can see that they are all testament to the fact that P2B support base is something that is organic, and P2B is the only candidate that everybody is talking about. We have so many candidates that are vying for this position, but he's the only one being discussed across so many platforms. People go around to attack him, to attack his personality, because they don't have anything to use against him. And this is it. He is the candidate of Nigeria, and he is the candidate of Nigerian youth. And I believe come 2027, the Nigerian youth are going to vote and are going to queue behind him to vote for him, and to kind of get a new Nigeria. But before this, you need to know that before you vote, you can only use your PVC to vote. For your vote to count, you need a PVC, and if not gotten your PVC today, it's time for you to go and do everything possible to change Nigeria, because Nigeria can only change via your PVC. Your voice can only be heard via your PVC, and if you don't get your PVC, it might be too late. You understand? So this is the only way we can change it, and so I urge every one of us to ensure that we get our PVC and be there to vote that day, and to also defend our vote. This is my opinion. Drop what you think about this in the comment section, and if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share, and subscribe to our channel.